So for part 2 of the video, just now we gave the nickname of T to the number of tickets sold, and we give the nickname of M for the money received. And then the next step is you draw out the table of values. That's how we call it. And then in this case, our T is really as if it's an X, which is the input into the machine, into this function. And then our M would be like the Y, which would be the output in our case. All right, and then you kind of go back to the word problem and you gather the information here. So when T, which means the number of tickets sold, are at 20. So if we sold 20 tickets, according to the problem, we received $80. Then we put in 80 right here. And then we do the same for all the data, the information we have. Right here we have 22 tickets sold, and then we put in 22 into the table, and then the money received will be 88. Finally, 27 tickets sold, we received $108, 108. And now remember, in order to find out this function, this machine, the equation, in order to do that, we have to make sure that x, well, in this case, will be t. Okay, so this would be like as if this would be x, and m as if it's in y, when x has to go up by 1, and in that case, we can find the information that we need. Remember the pattern, or kind of the formula will be like this: y equals to something x plus something. All right, in order to find the first box, we need to expand the table to make sure that the x, or t in this case, is only going up by 1. So we kind of have to observe the pattern, and we kind of go up. So if when t is 21, then what would m or y be in this case? And the way we do it is we add 80 and then 88 together and divide it by 2. Or you can use 88 minus 80 and divide it by 2 to find that midpoint. So 88 minus 80 would be 8, and divided by 2 would be 4. So 80 plus 4 will be 84. So when t is 21, and m will be 24. And if you're interested, you can keep on going. You can keep on going up: 23, 24, 25, and 26. And then you can get all this information, the output, which is m. But as I said earlier, we really need just kind of 3 or 4 sets of data. It should be enough. So in this case, now we have t going up by 1, and then m is going up by 4. And we can check again here: 84 to 88 would be going up by 4 again. So then we put 4 into the very first box. So we have y equals to 4x. And now to find the second box, we have to make sure that t goes all the way to 0. We are not going to do that step by step, but if you expand the table on the left side, if you keep on going down from 20 all the way to 0 for t, and then m would actually also reach 0 in this case. Okay, you can double check on that. Therefore, the second box would be 0. So our equation for this machine would be y equals to 4x plus 0. We can just leave it. So it's y equals to 4x. Okay, and to answer this question, because it is kind of following the textbook method, it's asking you to observe. Again, you can do that as well, but I just find it a little bit longer, and sometimes people miss the details. But in this case, we can observe that so the money received is always how many times? In this case, will be 4 times. The number of tickets sold. All right, so that just reflects the equation we found. Y equals to 4x. Or, excuse me, this should be, because since we're using m for the output, so it really should be m equals to 4t. So this should be the best answer right here. Okay, and finally they ask you to double check whether your equation works or not. So the way you can check is you just plug back in the information on the last page, the information that you received from the word problem. So you can plug that in, see if that works. So we can say, once again, the equation is m equals to 4t. And then let's say when t equals to 20, then you kind of check. You throw in t is 20. So 4 times 20. And whether that equals to the output 80. So you can check, and then the answer is indeed 80 equals to 4 times 20 is 80. So 80 equals to 80, so that works. And then you can check for the second data set that we received from the word problem. In that case, we have we sold 22 tickets, and whether that equals to the money received, it will be 88. So you can double check. 88 equals to 4 times 22, which is also 88. So that's how you double check to make sure that we found the correct function for the machine. Alright, so next I would like you to work on the check it out session, and this would be the part of the assignment for you to complete today. Right, and you can see the details in your handout, and I will post the answers later. Ask me any questions, and hopefully you get a good idea of 10.1.